relationship with Margie is based on sharing. She shares everything with me. Her music, her books, her movies.
She has a way of making you feel special just knowing her. She's a friend who leaves footprints on your heart.
You have raised a family with strong values and traditions, and that is your best legacy. Today, Bethel does itself proud.
You are the most caring, compassionate, loving, giving person I know.
I feel it's an honor and a privilege to be able to call Margie my friend.
If she values you as a friend, you will be the recipient of her generosity of spirit and gestures of thoughtfulness.
She's always been the most selfless and really just a genuine soul. And she was a really good mom to me. It's my brother, the best. She did everything for us.
It's not something that you can develop over time. And I truly believe that she was born with it.
At first, I thought I had no family to rely upon. I was wrong. You were my family, stepping into the breach. Thank you for being such a good friend. You stepped in to help me when things were tough. Bad times, good times.
You have to be a friend to have a friend, and Margie exemplifies that.
And she's a person who should be honored and respected because she's just a very, very special person.
Her heart is so pure when it comes to kindness in her community that you couldn't give her a big enough award that would even closely resemble what she's given back, not just in terms of money, but in terms of her life's time.
Tonight we're presenting a Lifetime Achievement Award to Marjorie and Louis Katz for their leadership in the community and their leadership here in our congregation. I'm also very happy today that we're presenting a special award to Margie to shine light on someone who's really an unsung hero in our community.
She was my flower girl, the most beautiful little flower girl. And she grew up to be warm, generous. She was very sweet, and very loving, and very loyal. She loved everything French.
I remember where I was standing. It was in Pennsauken at my girlfriend's house, and the gate opened, and this girl walked in Bermuda shorts, hair like in ponytail, giant, beautiful eyes, dark, dark tan skin, and the smile that can light up a room, still lights up a room. And I couldn't believe, I was just bowled over. I lived in Camden. She lived 60 miles away in Vineland. I had no money. I mean, no money. We started writing letters from camp to each other, and I was clearly in awe, not just of the physical aspects of her beauty, but she was smarter than I was. She was well-read. She loved French and French literature and French language. She loved to travel, and I was afraid to leave Camden. On a scale of 1 to 10, when it came to the important aspects of life, she was a 10, and I had so far to go. And so when the rabbi called me and said, "We want to honor you guys," I said, "It's time to honor the right one."
My father is an incredible philanthropist, does things on a very significant way, takes his business skill set and translates it to his philanthropy, and tries to figure out how to impact the greatest number of people to affect a positive change. My mom has always been a giver who does things quietly, who does things anonymously, who does things on a one-to-one level, doesn't care at all about the recognition of that, but cares about making the greatest impact to that particular person.
I'm very proud, very proud. I'm proud of their professional accomplishments, their personal accomplishments. the way they've impacted the communities, the people that they've touched, the lives that they've changed.
The first time I met Margie was in Boca. I see this little tiny woman and I'm towering over her, and all I could think was, how could my husband, who's 6'3", come from this little tiny woman? But her personality just exceeds her size, and she made me feel comfortable from the second I met her.
Margie deserves the Life Achievement Award because Margie and Lewis have given to our community something that is so wonderful. They have taken care of Bethel. They have helped build the JCC, which is the core of our Jewish community. They have set up the Boys and Girls Club in Camden. They just opened a new charter school, and they're constantly raising money for your scholarships to maybe 10 to 15 students a year.
When we opened the club, both Margie and Lewis, of course, came to the opening. And instead of Lewis speaking, Margie spoke. And she spoke with such candor, such passion.
What is community but the ability to share and to love all people, especially people in need? So why would it be a surprise to me that one day she came home from a beauty salon and said, I can't believe I saw this 3-year-old boy answering the telephone at the beauty salon.
So my mom meets this beautiful little Vietnamese boy, falls in love with him. They're at the Jersey Shore, and she says, how do you like the beach? And he said, I'd never been to the beach. And he was a block from the beach. So my mom said to the woman that was the owner of this store, of which she was a customer, and the mother of this child, could I take him to the beach? And she took him to the beach and fell in love with him.
The next thing I knew, this 3-year-old was moving to Cherry Hill because Margie bought him a house in Cherry Hill, and Margie found the tutors, and Margie found the time to mentor, to love.
Meeting Marjorie, it was like meeting my own fairy godmother.
It was all the things that she gave to Melissa and me as a mother, she gave to Billy as a second mother, and she really impacted his life and candidly the life of his whole family because she helped them all. And that's my mother's meaning of philanthropy.
I'm truly thankful for everything that they've done because I wouldn't be standing here where I am right now if it wasn't for them.
There are people that she pays rent for years and years and years to live in various places in this community every month because Margie wanted to get them out of Camden.
But that's the whole point of how Margie gives. She gives on a personal level. It is not something that needs to be plastered all over the paper, in a news article, on the radio, on television.
She has this way of making everybody she knows feel like they're the most important, special person in her life, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from.
I am just so lucky to have her as a mom, and I'm even luckier to have her as a grandma because she has come and been the greatest grandma to her grandchildren.
She's made me happier than any other 13-year-old boy in the world. She's been such a great nana, such a great influence, so entertaining, fun to be around.
When I think about Margie Katz, there are a lot of words that come to mind. Intellect, grace, dignity, but the word that comes to my mind the most is loyalty. And Lewis and Margie have made sure that we were able to have this congregation, this building, this synagogue.
Lots of people see my name and my activity, but think about it. Never once, not a second of a day did she ever say to me, You shouldn't give this much away.
She makes me happy and she never makes me sad.
You can see from your grandchildren and your children and all these people that have come without any pressure. Everybody in this room believes you do deserve the Community Service Award. The only one that may not believe it is you. But who are you and I against the wishes of so many, many? Love you.